Hello, everyone. This is the Fit to Lead podcast, and today, everyone, we say what we mean, and we mean what we say. What that means is, guys, we promised you on the last episode that we will be sitting here in the studio, just like we said, shooting the shit. And today, Dennis, before we get started on this, I think we should tell the audience that we had a full body workout today.
We had a good workout earlier. We done a full body. Well, you know how you split your body upper lower? We done full body upper. We didn't hit lower today, but had a good workout. Hit 2 exercises per body part, and had a really good workout. I know I'll be feeling it tomorrow. We done a pull-up challenge, which he hates, and we both didn't do the best in the world. I'll just say that. But hey, we're just we're gonna start implementing them a lot. So
a lot more.
Yeah. But anyway, kind of tweaked my elbow earlier, but other than that, but I'm old, so he ain't got no excuses. But
It's just that my excuse is I just don't like doing them. So that's just typical me being a bitch sort of deal. And then let's get into more topic. This is our introduction. This is our first ever sit-down interview. So you may go ahead and interview and shoot the shit right here.
Yeah.
So who are we?
Yeah. We just gonna and I'm gonna just tell y'all, I'm like ADHD bad, so it's like squirrel. I might get off topic. So and we earlier we were at the gym. We were talking about how we wanted. He was like, "What do you want to talk about? How you want it?" And I was like, "I don't want to rehearse anything. Just roll the cameras and let's just talk." Because we were talking about stuff in the locker room. And I was like, "We need to talk about this while we're sitting here, But anyway, my name is Dennis Pridgeon. I'm 49, going on 12, according to my wife. But I started my fitness journey back in 2015 when Arthur was 13,
13 years old.
He had got his first pimple. And
crazy how time flies.
Yeah, he got his first pimple when I stepped on the scale and said, hell no, I had to do something about this. But I started off at 376, and we'll do a whole nother episode about my whole journey, everything. But basically, I'm 49 years old, and love to work out, love to hunt, fish. I got a job I love, working taxidermy. I was a fitness coach for a while, but the Bidenomics kind of shot me in the foot on that, and kind of lost a lot of clientele due to the economy, and people couldn't even afford to live, much less hire a weight loss coach. But I'm currently about 25 pounds over where I usually sit. I'm enjoying Fat Boy Fall and eating some good food. We just had Wendy's.
Some big bag food, some Baconator. We had Dave's Double.
Yep.
We had a Coke Zero. I had a sweet tea. And if for those Southerners out there who listen to us, you can't have sweet tea with the meal.
Yeah. I had sweet tea earlier today when I had, we went and ate, and I got some collard greens, chicken. What else did I get? Oh, fried oysters and potato salad. So, and some hush puppies. So, I ate a lot of calories today, let's just say. Last time I weighed, I was at 222. That was like 2 days ago, so I don't know what I weigh right now. But like I say, we're bulking. We were going to do a cut, but we decided it's the holidays, and I just couldn't, my willpower ain't there yet. Come January 1st, I can flip that switch, and I'll go into the mode I need to shred back down and get to a more aesthetic look. And that's what we were talking about in the locker room, but we're supposed to be talking about ourselves. I was born and raised in a little town called Castalia. Arthur's same place.
Yep.
Population, is it 276 or 176?
Probably 176.
Something like that. It's a very small town. Everybody knows everybody there. It's a farm town, basically, just a little farming town in eastern North Carolina. Born and raised there. Most of all my family is there, or Spring Hope, North Carolina area. And I reside up in, I'm not going to give my exact location, but I live up towards Mebane, North Carolina, me and my wife. But anyway, I got a lot I could talk about, but I'll let the young fella say a little bit.
All right, folks, for those who have never seen this face before, my name is Arthur Pridgeon, and like you said, lived in a place known as Castalia, North Carolina, home sweet home. Be forever grateful for all the memories and all the family and friends I have over there. Right now, I'm not going to give my exact location where I live due to privacy, but I'm 22 years old. The lightest I ever weighed was 195 pounds back in 2020 when COVID hit. So I don't even know how to even properly introduce myself. All you guys know me as the cameraman for the Papa Sam radio show. You know me for those who went to college with me, y'all know how my personality is. Very loud, very, to myself. Like to have fun making videos. Just a lot of interesting things about me, but I don't know how to fit them into one video. If I shoot the shit about my life story, we're probably gonna be here for a while, but just to get to current events right now as where I stand, I'm 22 years old. I weigh 218 pounds. Wanted to start this Fit to Lead podcast because, after the events of Hurricane Helen wiping out my job, I had to find something to do, and I find myself want to help others, want to help individuals, and there's only one person I know who's very good at it, and decided to go hook up with.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Me? I thought it was someone over here.
I had to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe didn't you have a brother named Keto Cletus?
Yeah, Keto Cletus. Yeah, you'll see him pop on the screen every once in a while in our videos. But we didn't film tonight in the gym. Well, we did film with our phones, but we didn't film because we basically wanted to save the goodies for the sit down.
We're taking a quick break here on the Fit to Lead podcast, but we'll be right back after this quick message. Are you tired of fake news, boring analysts, and kiss-ass politicians? Well, I got the perfect show for you. This is the Papa Sam Radio Show. We are an unfiltered, unfazed, and kick-ass radio show. In addition, we offer other forms of content. Hunting.
These girls on side of the big tree. Ground, fool! He's in your face!
Fishing.
When that thing hit 90 miles an hour, he crushed it.
Woo, get the motherfucker.
And cooking videos.
Papa Sam's Kids, let's do a radio show on cooking.
If you're not subscribed today, I recommend you to hit that subscribe button and share this movement to the rest of your friends. All right, folks, the Fit to Lead podcast is coming back at you live right now. Let's talk about, you said you worked in Border Patrol, right?
Yeah.
And you want to talk about politics. So just tell me from your experience from working in Border Patrol, because you told one crazy story to a fellow gentleman and I in the gym. So I think you need to talk about.
Well, some of this I can't talk about up here, but I can talk a little bit about it.
You can summarize it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we had a.
Poor baby.
Lila Bell, you just wanted in, didn't you, little girl?
So we were speaking about Border Patrol, religion, and it all culminates into this story. You had a near scare in Border Patrol. Mm-hmm. So you can say that on camera, like near experience?
I can say it without saying it to kind of give, people can read between the lines. But like I said, we had an NDA signed with Border Patrol, and we done video surveillance with them with really high-end cameras, and we'd go out and help them, show them how to work them, deploy them to catch, the cartel and sex traffickers, etc. And we were out a few times. Let's just say we heard a couple gunshots go off, and we were in very close proximity. So we were very, on heightened status.
Of course.
Just say that. But I will say this. Anybody that was watching the mainstream media, which is a bunch of bullshit, the line just trying to scare you. It's over now that it's been proven that nobody believes what they're saying on TV. Maybe 13% of the nation. The rest of the country saw through their BS. But I can tell you, I was there under Trump, and I was there under Biden. I visited the border in conjunction with Border Patrol in them times. And it was very low like everything was like very just peaceful and quiet, and just it wasn't a heightened status. It was more of a low, just everything was cool there under Trump. Of course, you had a few, you can't stop everybody, but it went from they had it locked down pretty dang good to come on in, everybody. Come on in, everybody. Last time I went, we stayed at basically they took a hotel and turned it into a barracks with a National Guard that was down there trying to help, but they were hand tied just like everybody else, and just letting a lot of people come through and not asking them for identification and whatnot. It's just crazy. And what people don't realize, a lot of people realize it, but some people don't, is that not only like do illegal immigrants from Mexico come through there, illegal immigrants from other countries use it as a back door. And what I mean by that is Middle Eastern terrorists. So we got tons of them in their country right now, sleeper cells. And y'all can call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever. I hate to say this, but eventually one day everything I'm talking about is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But we're hopefully headed back in the right direction with Trump in office. The good thing is he's been there before. He knows who to trust, who not to trust in administration up in D.C. And this ain't his first rodeo. So he's going to it's going to be like a quick switch when he goes in.
Right.
It's going to be real quick because he's already got everything lined up. I mean, he's got some powerhouses lined up. Elon Musk and
Thomas Homan.
Yeah, all them guys. Like, and J.D. Vance, in my opinion, if things go right and they get the country back on track, he'll be a strong candidate for the next election.
Oh, without question.
Yeah, I think. And so far, I like him. He's just down to earth. Seems like just down to earth guy. I watched him on the Theo Von podcast, and he was there dropping the F-bomb and everything.
Yeah,
I was like, damn. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool that he's down to earth like that. Because most of them people won't let down their cover to be a regular person. They got to be straight laced, political, don't want to ruffle no feathers, and I like it that him and Trump are, kind of brash, and they don't care. They're going to say what's on their mind. So, but anyway.
Isn't that something you want in office? Like, instead, like, for example, like we were talking about the media, people could read in between the lines, right? You had one candidate who didn't even go through a primary, didn't even just threw him right in there. How would you feel? How would you feel if you're in that party to know that we're going to run based off of ideas like, the first female president, the first African American president, the first whatever you want to call her. Like, how would you feel? How would you feel about that? Like,
if I was a Democrat,
how would you feel?
Well, just speaking as me, if I was a Democrat, because until Trump ran, I was more of an independent.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. I'd have been pissed because they didn't give me an option. They just shoved it down my throat and said, "Here's your candidate." And I got nothing against a woman being president.
Me neither.
A black woman at that. Like, I've heard some different opinions here lately, but I'm a big Candace Owens fan.
I was getting ready to say Candace Owens.
Yeah, I like Candace. I hear there's something to do with Iran, Israel. She's a stance a little different than a lot of people. I hadn't researched it, so I'm not sure about that. But hey, her or maybe her as a vice president with J.D. Vance, that would be a killer combination.
That's a powerhouse right there.
Yeah, she's very smart and she don't take no crap, and she says it like it is, and I like her. So it really won't. It was just, if I was a Democrat, I'd have been like, we're getting bamboozled, because in all reality, we were scared because of what happened in the 2020 election.
Of course.
But it was plain as day that Trump should win. Now, if he didn't, then I would have thought something was fishy.
Of course. And that 2020, you were very vocal in those 4 years when Biden was in office.
Yeah.
So vocal enough that TikTok decided to say, we can't have this redneck on.
Pretty much.
We can't have this redneck on our platform. How you feeling about, like, I mean, you said that you're, what, how many subscribers?
156,000 followers.
156,000 followers. And like you said, you benefited really well from TikTok. I mean, and just have it thrown away. But quick little update, guys. Like, he's how many followers away from going live?
I just started a new page. I don't have no video going viral. I'm at like 80 away right now to hit 1,000, so I can start going live. I pick up a lot of my followers on my live videos because I just like to get out there and be myself, shoot the crap with everybody. I hate going on someone's live on TikTok and you say something or send them a gift, because I believe in gifting people because I get gifts, so I always gift the gifts that I get. But they don't acknowledge you. They don't say nothing. I can't stand that. I try to answer every comment or question people have on mine. Sometimes it's stuff I probably don't need to answer, but I answer it anyway. But yeah, I got banned at 156K. And I'll be honest with you, the video that got me banned was a video talking about the freaking vaccine that I found, and I was updating, like, somebody had made a comment on an old video, so I updated some new information about the vaccine, and next thing I know, my page was gone.
156,000 followers.
Gone, just like that. And they didn't give me a chance, TikTok didn't give me a chance to appeal it or nothing. It was just like, it logged me out. Boom. Yeah. And I was like, dang. It had blocked me. It had banned me like 3 or 4 times prior to that in the last 6 weeks, but it gave me a chance to appeal it. And I hit appeal, and I won my appeal and got my page back. But this time, it didn't work like that.
That's kind of crazy that, you know, we were also talking about that one time, saying that, and I hate to sound like an asshole to, you know, our followers, but you say what you want to say on there. Mm-hmm. How is that, you know, affecting the youth and affecting kids? How's that affecting when you have someone who goes on there on, like, just going up and checking their ass and showing their boobs and, like, they don't get blocked?
Yeah, well, I done an introductory video on my new TikTok trying to get the page banned, just saying some random shit about what I see up there that's wrong, and they let it go. But I had a really good following of young people that agree with what I talked about over there. And I try to keep it respectful, and I had some good debates, but I just can't lie. The left, some of the folks on that left, they're Looney Tunes, and you can't reason with them. You can't have a debate with them. They're just batshit crazy, as we say. But I had a lot of young followers that were big Trump supporters and stood for the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. Right. And then I had a lot of haters. During COVID, I had so many death threats.
You blew up during, 2020 to 2021. You really
that's
took
when my
off.
page took off during the COVID pandemic, because I always talked about the vaccine and wearing a mask. And if you're watching this video and took the vaccine, you wear a mask, that's perfectly fine. To each their own. I didn't say I was bashing that. I just said I won't wear no mask and I won't get no vaccine. That's how I felt. But yet I still got attacked for speaking my opinion, and then, you know, other people could speak theirs and nobody say a word, and their videos stay up. So it's kind of crazy how it's a double standard, which we know TikTok's a liberal app anyway. Yeah. So what app is not liberal?
Well, right now we are going on Rumble. Right? I don't know if you ever started a Rumble.
I got an account now. I can see our videos over there. I got an account.
Well, that is one of the only platforms I know that isn't liberal. It's owned by, you know, Dan Bongino, and he has a stock in there. Okay. So I know it's not liberal. I know that, you know, Trump's, of course, had this Truth Social. Yeah. Then, of course, with the resurgence of X. Yeah. After Elon Musk bought Twitter, and that was, if you really think about it, that was really powerful for the Trump movement. Yeah. When he bought Twitter. So.
Yeah, because they were like wouldn't let him have no say over there. I don't have an X account.
Twitter's not really. It's only meant for like hate. It's sort of like TikTok, but it's more type on.
Yep. Yeah. I had it at one point, but I don't have it anymore. I basically got Facebook. I got a Get Lean Journey channel, which I hardly ever get on. TikTok. I don't have an Instagram anymore. Should I tell them my Instagram? You
can go ahead and this is our podcast. You can say whatever you want on here.
My Instagram, let me tell y'all. My Instagram got me some hot water. I had my Instagram, and I had got to about 32,000 followers over there. And lo and behold, somebody hacked my account. and went up there pretending to be me. I couldn't access it. I had me, my wife, I had friends report it, trying to get it taken down. And basically, some dude went up there, took it over, and was just like making me look really bad. Just want to say that. I had a couple people reach out to me. It was like, did you lose your Instagram? I was like, yeah. And they sent me like screenshots of messages of who took my page. And I was like, report the page, please report the page. They were like, I knew that wasn't you, but, you know, and then people that didn't really know me really well were contacting me or contacted Julie saying, is this your husband? And she was like, yeah, but his account, he can't get into it. Somebody hacked it, you know, which tied to my Facebook account, which ended up losing all, like I had 20,000 followers on Facebook and had 32,000 on Instagram. I ended up losing them because they were all tied through Meta.
Oh, shit.
It was all tied,
Yeah.
and I lost it all. When it went, I lost everything. So, Meta, that kind of screwed me. And then my Facebook, somehow I had two-step authorization for my, I don't know where the app's at, so I couldn't get my authorization code, so I couldn't get back into that. So I had to create a new Facebook page. So, 2024 has been a bad year for my social media platform.
Shoot,
I lost 200,000 followers.
That's
pretty much.
200,000 followers.
Total 200,000 followers.
Not too many people will even breed 200,000 followers.
Yeah. And I was like, Jesus, I'm starting over. If I get a bunch of followers, good. If I don't really give a shit. You know, I didn't really, other than meeting a lot of nice people, I didn't really benefit much from it. I took the gifts that I got, and on TikTok, I got some $300-$400 gifts sometimes. You saw it.
Yeah, I saw them.
I just gift them back to other people.
Right.
Cash them out and gift them back. So, you know, I won't use it to make money or nothing. We're hoping YouTube and stuff takes off and maybe we can benefit from this. But yeah, we're just up here to shoot the shit. And
that's the dream right there. Hopefully we'll make something out of this podcast. Main thing is money. Yeah, money's great. But like you said, one thing I really want to talk about on this podcast is sort of like, especially when it comes to, you know, men, they have this facade, they have this thing, like they gotta be strong, they gotta be this, they have to be that. And by all means, go ahead and do it. But this thing called life, no one can do this alone.
yeah, that's right.
So, and you had the scare, and you had your incidents in 2022. It was, you know, life wasn't doing too well for you that year. And then, of course, I didn't really mention this to anybody. 2023, it's only one person who really saw me in the battlefield every day was my homeboy. 2023 sucked balls for me.
2023 was a rough year. You know, we moved back from Texas. I basically lost my job that I moved all the way across the country for.
Yep.
That I actually enjoyed my job. I didn't enjoy exactly the certain people I worked for because just be honest, I got used because I was too nice of a guy, which it taught me not to be nice to people that don't deserve it. So, you know, and that's a good lesson. I try to tell people these days, younger people, you don't owe nothing to nobody to be nice. If someone's not being nice to you, you don't have to be nice to them. I used to be nice to everybody regardless how they treated me. And nah. Now, the vibe I get for somebody is the vibe they're going to get back. And I don't care. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to sleep good at night regardless. It don't make no difference. But yeah, I was treated like pretty bad. I was used as a puppet to do a lot of stuff when I worked for this other company. And, you know, I let them get away with it. And but it was just a life lesson. It took me a long time to learn it, though. I wish I'd learned it like 20 years ago. I've been a lot better off. But, yep. But that's how it goes sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
We're taking a quick break here on the Fit to Lead podcast, but we'll be right back after this quick message. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You seem like the kind of person who loves sports. I know. I love football, basketball, and fishing too. Wouldn't you love to have a show that encompasses all those things together? Well then, I got the perfect show for you. The Uncle Chris Sports Show.
4 words for you, baby. The champ is here. 6-0. You want some, come get some.
The Uncle Chris Sports Show is a program that delivers hot takes on the latest sports news, how-to videos.
You want to get a lot of bites? Say you fish behind everybody, can't seem to get a bite. Would you believe that I can fish behind anybody in any boat? I don't get there, human vacuum later.
and just pure fishing entertainment.
Good. How many pounds do you think he is?
Oh, wait a second.
If you haven't done it already, I recommend you to hit that subscribe button and share this movement with the rest of your friends. All right, folks, the Fit to Lead podcast is coming back at you live right now.
I'm 22, and there's some things I've already done in my life. I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like,
You just wait.
I know that's what I'm afraid of. Like, if I already have all these things, I'm like looking back, like, what the hell, man? Like, what am I doing in my life?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it can be funny, you know. I've made a lot of memories. I've seen a lot of places in the last 5 years. I've seen a lot of places. I will say one of the perks of my job working with them was I got to travel a lot because we've done a lot of trade shows with the cameras we were doing because we started off in the hunting industry and traveled to a bunch of hunting expos to start with. I think I don't know how many states I went to in 1 year. I lost count. I was all over the United States, like just fly home for a day or two, be gone again to another show. As far as Vegas, slammed. I've done shows in Vegas. I've done shows in Wisconsin. I've done shows in New York City. Done shows in Florida.
You went to Iowa that 1 year.
Iowa, Texas, several shows. I'm trying to think. Where else have I been? I've been to a lot of places. Supposedly I went to Alaska, and it was actually, had booked our flights. We're doing a show in Alaska, and COVID hit and like shut everything down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that sucked. But Reno, Nevada was a cool trip. But yeah, but I always loved some of my favorite shows were the Texas shows down in San Antonio, Houston. Texas is a fun state, so but yeah, traveled a lot.
I remember when you said when you first moved to Texas, that traffic ain't no joke.
No, that traffic, like our big town around here is Raleigh, and driving in Raleigh compared to Texas, especially going to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, it's like driving in Raleigh is like driving back roads.
Oh my God.
Compared to that Dallas traffic. I'm not gonna lie, I had anxiety and panic attacks when I first moved there. The first 3 months, literally, I had to go to the airport to pick up clients or people working for the company 4 days a week.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, and it was like on the freeway all the way there. Dallas Airport has its own area code. That's how big it is.
The airport has its own area code.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that one. We'll Google that. Ask AI.
Ask them. They had their own damn area code, that DFW airport. It's a big ass place. It's the best airport though, by far. Atlanta's got a big one too. But yeah, I've been lucky enough out of all the flying I've done, and I've flown a lot in the last 5 years, to never like miss a flight, never lose my luggage, never have a flight. I've had a couple delayed flights, but nothing crazy. Had some pretty crazy flights. Had a couple scares.
Oof.
Yeah. You flown?
I have flown. It's been 14 years since I've flown.
I got you. Where'd y'all fly?
We flew to Florida 1 year. 1 year was Florida, and we had a scare. I remember we were driving in the storm, and I just remember I'll never get on an airplane ever in my life. When I saw a thunderbolt, like literally thunder, like they draw it in the cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Just pure yellow, boost right inside the window. I'm like, I'm never getting. At 8 years old, I'm never getting on a freaking airplane ever again. At 22, I'm never getting on no motherfucking airplane ever again.
Flying's the way to go for me. I've had the most memorable one I had this was years back. This was one of the first 5 flights I ever took. I was flying out of Louisville, Kentucky to Raleigh, and we had to fly into Charlotte first, and then out of Charlotte to Raleigh. So it was like a layover. Mm-hmm. And I looked at the weather and saw that there was a a lot of wind coming, and it was like 40-mile-an-hour sustained winds.
40 miles.
Yeah, it was bad. So we flew into Charlotte, and when we landed, or when we came down to land, I could tell we were coming in. It was like, I was like, this don't seem right. And the plane was just shuffling. Yeah, well, on our descent, we hit so bad a turbulence, the mast fell out from the ceiling.
Oh, fuck.
And everybody was praying and saying and this and that. Well, the pilot had a shear wind come in from behind us and push us in too fast. So we come down, you hear the tires go skirt, or you feel the tires hit.
Yep.
We hit, and then we went back up.
Oh.
And circled around because we had overshot the landing and we're going to go into the damn trees.
Holy hell.
So we landed, and I'll never forget, we landed, and this was back, I don't even know if they got payphones anymore in places.
Probably not.
Well, I went to a payphone and called my mom, and she's been passed away since 2015, so that tells you it's been a while.
Yeah.
It was around 2007, I'm going to guess, 2008. I called my mom. I said, is there any way possible you could drive it to Charlotte and get me? And she was like, hell no. You get on that damn flight to Raleigh. I was like, you don't understand. So we took off and on the leaving out like the plane was doing, dropping and bucking. I was like, well, I'm about to die.
Like a basketball.
Yeah, I didn't want to fly after that for a while. And then, that was my worst flight. I had a couple, like, really scary flights, but that was the worst.
Your heart was like just that fucking plane's going like a basketball, like Michael Jordan's dribble. Yeah,
I always think of, when I'm in situations like that, I always think of the Final Destination movies. Shit like that. Like, because I don't know if you ever saw the one where he's like freaks out because the plane going to blow up and then they don't get on it and then it blows up. I'm like, shit. So the first flight I ever went on, and I know we didn't say we were going to talk about plane flights up here, but we're talking about everything. First flight I went on was from out of Raleigh-Durham to Kentucky, to Louisville, Kentucky. And I sat with a guy that was going to Duke University. And when I got on there, he was like, would you like a Xanax? And I was like, no, I'm good. I don't take nothing. And he was like, I'll take them now. He said, because last time I flew, we flew into Dallas and there were tornadoes on the runway. He said, we were landing with tornadoes around us. And I was like, what the hell? I was freaked out the whole damn flight because it was supposed to be storms. And I was like freaking out.
So that is some Final Destination shit, right?
Yeah,
the tornadoes on the runway.
Yeah, I was like, damn, so yeah.
So we were also talking about this in the locker room, and we should bring it back up. Your fitness journey. Like, we were speaking about, like he said, I was 13 when it started, and then he got on the scale. We were talking about aesthetics or heavy weights. So we're going to pick that conversation back up from where we were in the gym. So so where did we stop at before you realized, okay, we need to save this shit for the podcast?
I can't remember now. I can't remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about like your 5,000 steps a day, 10,000.
Yeah.
You were working. It's hard for you to get those steps in now.
That's right. And which brings me to what I wanted to say now. We're about to end this episode. And if you want to see and hear us talk about my journey, you're going to have to tune in to the next episode. So we appreciate y'all tuning in.
All right, guys, this is the first official episode of the sit-down version of the Fit to Lead podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And once again, we'll get started on the second episode. And if Arthur is on time with his post-production, you will see the second episode. The link is right here.
Right there.
Right there. See, it's just glistening in the sun.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
All right, folks. That's it for episode 1 of the Fit to Lead Sit Down. Any parting words for your audience before we...
Yeah, you're going to want to see the next episode. I want to share what kind of triggered me and what caused me to lose roughly 200 pounds and how I've semi-maintained it. I'm going to just give y'all the peaks and valleys of my my journey. So check it out on the next video.
Bye, everybody.